What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some more Dragon Ball Fighters for y'all. So I made one of these for Base Vegeta, I made one of these for Trunks. I've been playing Broly probably for the shortest amount of time out of the characters on my Season 3 team. I've been playing him basically since Season 3 dropped. Base Vegeta since like January, and Trunks, basically since Season 1. In and out, of course. So today, similar to these other characters, I'm going to share with you the Broly combos that I'm using and when to use them. So it's going to follow a similar format to the other videos. I'm just going to show you what I literally use in matches right now and tell you when to pick them. If you like the videos I'm putting out, consider liking this specific video, subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, or do both. It's free, it only takes a second, and it helps the channel grow, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So with that, Broly. So Broly is my new tall, strong friend with the most power level maximum. His combos are kind of different from other characters. The other characters on my team, like Trunks and Base Vegeta, as I described before, they have the universal BNB, for example. So even if you have never played them, you can do combos with them. This is, of course, referring to the combo into launch, into super dash, into buttons. So Broly doesn't have roots like this. The actual Broly mid-screen BNB involves launching with his 5H. So here's a simple example. So essentially 4 things help determine what combo you will select with Broly. One is what you choose for your smash. So you can use 5H, you can use 2H here, you can use 236S. 2 would be how far away from the corner are you. So in this case here, with the BNB that I showed you before, you are close enough to the corner that you can choose to just knock it down the corner. But if you are swapping sides here, let's say like this, he won't reach the corner, so you might have to use a normal ender if you choose to do his basic BNB. 3 is assist. So when you have assist available, you will be able to do extensions even on simple combos to make it so that you don't go back to mid-screen on your combo enders. And last would be meter. If you have meter available, you can cash out with lariats and do a lot of damage. The point about meter is pretty important too, because this is one of the reasons I use him as an anchor. In Limit Break, of course, when your last character comes in, they get a free bar, and that obviously benefits Broly because he gets more meter to cash out. So let's talk about the elephant in the room combo. The one that people usually ask about for Broly a lot is his rejump. His rejump is really helpful. It gives him much more carry because you're not limited to just a super dash carry. I find this combo to be a little bit difficult online. I don't really go for it that much online, but you can definitely get it really consistently. We've seen examples of it already, and here it is. So the trick, in my opinion, is you delay the super dash, and then you delay the JM, and then you delay the JL, and you should get it. So there's a couple tricks to doing this combo. You delay the super dash, and then you slightly delay the JM and L, and you should get it. The other thing I like to do too when I do this combo is that I hold up forward in advance so that I'm already jumping as soon as I can when I do the JL. The main thing about that combo is it gives you a little bit more corner push, and it does more damage, so it's another opportunity to carry all the way to the corner. So here's this 2H BNB. This will come up every now and then. Generally, you want to use 5H though. If you have an extra bar, you could choose to extend that to keep corner. Here's an example. So you guys spin my bar. And now I have corner and a little bit more damage. So he can do his 2-3-6S combos in the corner or outside of the corner, going into the corner. A lot of his moves advance. You can do it from around here, and here's an example. If the dash 2M is a little bit too tight for you, you can use dash 5M, and it should make it a little bit easier. You're going to lose a little bit of damage, but again, consistency is the most important thing. So next, let's talk corner. So the combo you're definitely aiming for in the corner at all times is this. Again, true success. That's basically your main route you're always trying to confirm into in the corner. Next, let's look at his vanish combo. So he basically has a pretty simple one. Anytime you hit something like key blast or something, combo to vanish. Something like this should be your goal. Pretty simple combo. Now, next, while we're still on solo combos, let's talk about how to do supers with him. So this definitely takes some getting used to, and you might remember this from my old ranked matches with him, where I was picking the wrong super a lot. So Broly has 4 supers. He has the LM version of this ball, the HS version of this ball, and then he has the LM version of his level 3. This is the fast one. And he has the HS version of his level 3, which is the slow one. So it's kind of weird because his level 1 HS is fast, but his level 3 HS is slow. You get used to it after a while. Why does this matter? What you pick will depend on where you are and what you want to spend. So for example here, this is my vanish combo. So if you want to spend 3 bars, you can basically just always do the fast super. It connects off everything. But if you want to do a level 1 here instead, and you want to do your normal level 1, the slow level 1 will not work here. You have to use the fast level. You can't even use the fast level 1 here, actually. Use a fast level 1, it won't connect. If you want to do his level 1 here, you have to spend a bar on EX. Now, this is not the case in the corner. In the corner, what you can do is you can do the slow level 1. Now, depending on your team, you might be able to do some interesting stuff. For example, if you are another character and you DHC into him, you can set up the opportunity to do 4 supers. Of course, the 4th super will be scaled, but it generally is more damage than doing a level 1 to level 3, so it's just something to keep in mind as far as your damage scaling. You'd have to check, of course, with your team how all these numbers work out. So next, assist extension. So these basically work the same to me. So I'm gonna use a vanish combo as an example. What I mean is, anytime you get in a situation where you go into an air combo like that, first, let's talk about assist extensions. So the 5H assist extensions and the vanish assist extensions are pretty similar. Again, your goal is to get them into the corner. If you have a pop-up assist here, like base Vegeta, you can get them in the corner pretty consistently. So as long as you are on the right spot of the screen traveling to the corner already, you can use any beam assist like this. So for completion's sake, I'm going to show an example off 5H. And again, as usual, it's up to you to realize how far away you are from the corner. Now, 236S combo extensions are pretty simple here. So with a beam, you're going to go with this. Into your cash out. So it's going to vary a little bit with your pop-up assist depending on how much they pop up, etc. But you basically get a similar ender. Okay, next let's talk about sparking combos. So he has a different route mid-screen and in the corner. Generally, mid-screen you want to aim for something like this. And you can add the vanish if you want. The main thing, of course, here being meter gain. He's really good at building meter in sparking because you get multiple opportunities to shoot multiple key blasts in a combo. Now, as far as the corner, I've been using a different route recently that I just learned. He has an IAD loop in the corner. I'm going to do it on a smaller character too because on Broly, big characters is kind of easy. So here's an example of that. into cash out. If you have an assist that pops them up, you can end this combo a little bit differently. Here's an example of that. So this one I chose to spend all the meter just to show you how much damage you can do. Now you can confirm into that loop basically off anything. The main thing of course is that you have to use your smash first so that you can loop the 5Hs. The starter I showed you and similar starters, you get 2 loops. If you're doing like a bunch of buttons, just do 1. If you do Lariat, you basically get 3. So here's an example with Lariat. So this might be a little bit tricky on smaller characters, but there is a trick to it. So when you set them up here, this is the important part. So when you do the key blast, I recommend delaying your 5H a little bit the first time so that they fall into the right height, and then you could just do it a lot. Remember that in your standard selection, so like when you do say this, you get 2 reps. Getting 3 is pretty rare. It's basically just Lariat or like raw 2-3 success, you would get 3 reps. So just keep that in mind to get the height in the right spot. If you do everything at the fastest speed, then it is going to drop. Another thing would be extending his 2H combo. So he doesn't generally have good ways of doing this alone. Again, you're reliant on assists. How you're able to do this really varies on your character, but the idea is after this you can combo into tag. Again, this really depends on your characters. So I'll show you an example with my team. The damage is higher, of course the resource is more, and you need assist to tag and to do this combo, but it's just something to keep in mind. So the last thing I want to talk about is his meter cash out. So when he has a lot of meter and you can put them in the corner, there are a couple of conditions where you can combo into his slow level 3, and it adds a ton of damage because it doesn't scale. What I mean is, if he does slow level 3 and then more supers later, the following supers will not scale as a rule. So when can you combo into the slow level 3? One is off Lariats. Technically all of them, but definitely the medium and EX versions. You can do the light version, but it's only when you do it like really early, like this, that it'll combo. Another example of when it will come up is off Vanish. So when he's alone, he could actually do routes like this. This is a new change. This is because of being able to special cancel your Vanish, and you could extend there with Dragon Rush. So the full combo would look like this. And finally, if you have an assist that can pop them up or keep them in place, then you can combo to slow level 3. So here's an example of that. I might be hitting the Dragon Rush a little early, but I think it's all good. Now, in the case of Lariat starters, you get actual combos off it. So generally when you put the slow level 3, at the end of the combo, you're doing Dragon Rush, grab, and then you dump whatever extra meter you have. But if you hit a Lariat really early, then you can do pretty much your corner beam B. So generally, when you put the super at the end of the combo, you're basically going to go into the Dragon Rush, grab, supers, but when you do it at the beginning of the combo, you just get a B&B. It's a little bit hard to time, it takes a little bit of practice. My recommendation is just to wait for like half the super or so to go through, and then just start your combo while you can't see, and you should get it. The Lariat starter straight into level 3 does a ton of damage, so if you do have the resources, definitely cash out on those. These situational confirms with meter are pretty important, so even though its power is maximum, he's not really like a touch of death machine, but since I'm playing him late game, these opportunities to cash out with meter like this are really good, and they do a significant amount of damage. I'm doing my other character supers, but even alone, they do a good amount of damage. So this is an extreme case, but you can even get stuff like this if you have the resources available. This is limit break, so I am doing more damage than normal. Okay, that should have covered everything I'm doing right now. Again, I'm continuously learning and adding stuff with him too. Again, my newest character on my team is Broly. I've only been playing him since March. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.